On the behalf of Sharad Institute of Technology Polytechnic Edra, welcome to all students. I am Ms. S.P. Bhattare, working as a lecturer in IT department. Good morning to all students. Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss our next chapter or start the second chapter of CSS, that is arrays, functions and string. Unit number 2, that is array, function and string. In previous lecture, we completed our first chapter of CSS, that is basics of JavaScript programming. Before going to start our second chapter, first of all, we'll discuss our departmental vision and mission. First is a department vision. What is meant by vision? Vision means what? Ability to think about or plan the future with imagination is a vision. Or vision is a public declaration that organization used to describe their high level goals. Means the organization used to describe their high level goals is called as a vision. Our department vision is to excel in information technology engineering education, to produce professionally competent engineers with lifelong learning attitude for the accomplishment of ever-growing needs of society and environment. We prepare professionally competent engineers with lifelong learning attitude for the accomplishment of ever-growing needs of society and industry. Next is the department mission. What is meant by mission? Mission means what? It is public declaration that the institute used to describe their purpose or what they do and why they do it. Means to achieve the vision statement, we define the mission statement. There are mainly 3 mission statements of our department. First is the quality education. Second is the professional skills. And third is the professional ethics. First of all, first statement is to provide quality education through effective teaching learning methodologies with a stimulating environment for preparing technical and professional competent engineers. Second statement is to build up professional skills in students that will help them to succeed and progress in their personal and professional career, and to imbibe professional ethics and social responsibilities in students for society and environment. This is the vision and mission statement of our department. Next point is course outcome. What is meant by course outcome? In first lecture, we'll discuss on a course outcome. Course outcome means what? After completion of our course, student will be able to do. Here in the chapter, second course outcome is to implement arrays and function in a JavaScript. Means student will be able to do what is meant by array, or it is able to do how to initialize an array, how to define an array, and how to manipulate a string, how to define a function, how to add an argument, scope of variables and arguments. This is the course outcome. After completion of course, student will be able to do or able to describe all the content related to that course. Next point is the outlines, that is content of today's lecture. First is what is array? What is mean by array? Second point we'll discuss declaring an array, how to declare an array. Third is initializing an array. Fourth point is defining an array element. Fifth point is looping an array. This is the outline, means content of today's lecture. Next point is what is array? We have learned that a variable can hold only one value. For example, suppose I is equal to 1. We can assign only one literal values to I. We cannot assign multiple literal values to a variable I. To overcome these problems, JavaScript provides an array. An array is very similar to a variable. In that, an array tells the browser to reserve a place in a memory that can be used to store the information. An array is a object that can store a collection of atoms. An array is useful when you need to store large amount of data of the same type. Large amount of data of the same type, like storing of details of 100 students. If you are using variables, you will have to create 100 different variables, but you can do the same with a single variable. You can access the atoms in an array by referring to its index number, and the index of the first element of an array is a 0, means the starting index of an array is a 0. An array in a JavaScript can hold different elements. We can store number, string and boolean in a single array. Let us see one by one. First of all, question is, what is array? How to create array in a JavaScript? Answer of this question is, array is an object that can store a collection of atoms. Next, an array in JavaScript can hold different elements. We can store numbers, booleans and string in a single array. It is often used when we want to store list of elements and access them by using a single variable. An array is a special type of variable. It is similar like a variable. In that, array tells the browser to reserve a place in a memory that can be used to store information. Means which can store multiple values using a special syntax, and every value is associated with a numeric index. And the index is starting with a 0 and the last index is length minus 1. The following figure shows how an array stores the value. Here this is the value and here this is the index. Index is start with a 0 up to 8. Here the number of elements are 9 elements and the index is of 0, start with 0 and last is a length minus 1, that is 8 elements are there in a figure. Here this is a integer value, this is a string value, this is also string value, this is also integer value. Fourth index store a integer value. It is a stores the decimal value. It stores a integer value. It stores also integer, and eighth position also stores an integer value. This is JavaScript array. Next point is declaring an array. How to declare an array? An array is a special type of variable which can store multiple values using a special syntax. Every value associated with a numeric index starting with a 0. There are two ways to declare an array. First is bilateral. We can declare an array, or by creating instance of an array, we create or declare an array. There are basically two ways to declare an array. First way is by array literal, and second way is by creating instance of array. First way is biliteral. Array literal syntax is a simple and it takes a list of values separated by comma and enclosed in a square bracket. By array literal, there are basically two ways. First is a array literal, means value are contained inside the square bracket and separated by the comma. Let us see. It takes a list of values separated by comma and enclosed in a square bracket. Syntax of an array literal is where keyword array name is equal to number of values, means list of values. Here value 1, 2 up to n. It is enclosed in a square bracket and it is separated in a comma, separated by comma, sorry. Next point is a example. Suppose here where a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the values enclosed in a square bracket. This is an example of array literal. We can declare an array by using array literal. Next point is examples how to declare an array with an array literal. First of all, take an HTML tag. After that, take a body tag and a script tag. After taking a script tag, here we initialize one array that is var a is equal to, here we declare, this part is called as a declaration with the literal, and here I am passing 5 elements, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, document.write. By using document.write method, we print the length of an array. Length of an array is equal to a dot length. Next is close the script tag. After, close the body tag and close the HTML tag. What is the output of this program? It display length of array is equal to 5 on a web page. Next point is by creating instance of an array. We can use new keyword to create instance of array. Next is the syntax. Var keyword array name is equal to new keyword array and parenthesis. This declaration statement has 5 parts. First part is the var keyword or var syntax. Second is the name of array which you have to create. Third is the assignment operator. Fourth is the new keyword or operator, and fifth is the array constructor with the parenthesis. For example, var a is equal to new array. Here we create an empty constructor, array constructor, means in the parenthesis we have not passed any elements or value in that array, means it is a empty array. We create a empty array. Next point is program. Write a JavaScript code to create an array and print its length. First of all, here in this program, we take HTML body and script tag. After that, here I am creating one array with the instance, creating an instance of an array, that is new array, means here I am creating one constructor with the 3 elements, and here I am printing by using document.write method length of the array. Length of array is equal to a dot length. Here after that, close the script tag, body tag and HTML tag. What will be the output of this program? It will display 3 on a web page, means the size of the length of the array is the 3. Next point is initialization of an array element. Initialization means assigning value to that variable or to that array is called as an initialization and array. Means assigning a value to an array is the initialization process. Example, suppose var a is equal to new array. Var a, this is the array name, var is the keyword, equal to new array, and here I am passing or assigning value to that array, means to that a. Next is write a JavaScript code to create and initialize an array element. First, as usual, I am taking HTML, body tag and script tag. In that, we create one array, that is language, where language is equal to new array, and here I am passing 3 elements, that is C, C++ and Java, and this element we print on a web page by using write method, that is document.write language. Here I am passing language or array as it is in a write method. Here in a write method. and close the script tag. After that, body and HTML tag. The output of this program, it displays C, C++ and Java on a web page. Next one is the defining an array elements. How to define an array element? Array contains a list of elements. Means each element in an array is identified by its index. The first element in an array stores 0th position, second element at the first position, and third element at the second position, and so on. And the assignment operator is used to assign the value to an array element. Means defining an array or accessing an array elements. Let us see one by one. Description of defining an array elements. First, array contains a list of elements. Second, each element in an array is identified by its index. It is identified by its index. Third is the first element in an array stores at the 0th position. Second element stores at the first position, and so on. And the assignment operator used to assign the values to an array element. Elements can be retrieved by its index position. For example, here where A is equal to new array 3. Here I am creating one array with the 3 elements. A of 0th position is equal to, here I am defining array element or 0th position is equal to C. For one position is equal to C++, and for second position is equal to Java. Here I am assigning or defining the array element 0th position to C, 1 position to C++, and the second position to Java. Next is write a JavaScript code to create and print the element in array. Here take HTML tag, body tag and script tag. After that, create one array. After that, here I am defining array element 0th position. Here I am defining the C. For one position, I am defining the value that is C++. Or for two position, here I am defining means initializing the value that is Java. Here for each and every position, here I am assigning the value that is C, C++ and Java, and this value, or we can retrieve this value by its index positions. Our elements can be retrieving by its index position. Next, here by using write method, I am retrieving the elements one by one. Element at the 0th position plus A of 0, element of first position plus means concatenation of A of 1, and element of second position that is A of 2. And here we close the script tag, body tag and HTML tag. It will display C, C++ and Java on a web page with a new line, because here I am use a break tag so that it display as it is. First of all, it elements at the 0th position is equal to C, first position is equal to C++, and the second position is equal to Java. Next point is looping an array. Looping an array means what? For loop means if you want to run the same code over and over again, each time with a different value, we can use a for loop. And it is similar to for loops like other languages like C, C++. For loop, as you can see, for loop statements having a 3 expressions. First is the initialization, test condition, and final is the increment and decrement operations. First statement is a for loop can be used to access every element of an array. It is used to access every element of an array, and the array begins at the 0th position, and an array property length is used to set the loop end. Means the array property length is used to set the loop end. Means that starting at the 0th position and ending with the array length minus 1. Next point is JavaScript for loop iterates over each atom in an array. JavaScript arrays are 0 based, means it is starting with 0 index. First atom is referred with an index of 0. Referring atoms in arrays is done with the numeric indexes starting at 0 and ending with the array length minus 1. Syntax of for loop is for initialization, test condition, increment and decrement operator. We know, or we can see here in a for loop statement there are 3 statements. First is the initialization, second is the test condition, and third is the increment and decrement operator. The final expression is executed at the end of the for loop execution. And here block of statements or test. If the test condition is true, then and then only statement to be executed. Next is the following is an example to loop through an array. This is the example of for loop in an array. Here script, here we can create one array element with the 6 elements. Here I am creating one array, that is where array is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in a for loop I am passing where index, that is the first is the initialization stage, index is equal to 0th position. After that, initialize to 0. After that, index is less than array dot length. It is less than array dot length. Then and then only it will print the array index. Means it will print this statement array index. Means each and every index of an array is printed on a web page. After that, it increments the value by 1. Means index is incremented by 1. Next is write a JavaScript code to create and print an element in an array using for loop. First, create a HTML tag. After that, take a body tag, take script tag. After that, create one array that is where a is equal to new array 3 with the 3 elements. Initialize each and every position. Initialize the value of an array. Here a of 0 is equal to C. After that, a of 1 is equal to C++ and 2 is equal to Java. And in a for loop, here I am taking one variable, that is I is equal to 0. Initially I is equal to value of I is equal to 0. After that, test condition is that I is less than a dot length. It is less than a dot length. Length of the array is 3 and I++. After that, it increments by 1. And here, if the condition is true, then and then only it print on a web page. Means the document, whatever the statement within a for loop, it will print it on a web page. Means here document.write element is equal to a of I. First of all, it will print a C. After that, C++ and Java. First of all, it checks the condition I is equal to 0. 0 is less than a dot length, means 3. It's true. So that first it will print on a of I, means 0th position, that is C. After that, increment I will be incremented by 1. That is, its position is now 1. Again it checks 1 is less than length 3. It again prints the element of a of 1 and so on. In this way, it print each and every element on a web page until the condition, that is test condition of for loop, is false. Close the script tag, close the body tag and close the HTML tag. What will be the output of this program? It will print on a web page C, C++ and Java. This is all about our first chapter content, or here second chapter contains, that is what is meant by array, declaring an array element, initializing an array, defining an array elements, and looping an array. In next video lecture, we'll discuss adding an array elements, sorting an array elements, and combining an array elements into a string. Thank you.